Alright, let's get into the tutorial. So as always, I'm going to start with a clean canvas, so make sure your face is washed and moisturized. That's basically it. So first product I'm going to be using is a primer. Now you don't have to use this, but I do like using it just to ensure that my foundation is going to stay on all day. I'm just going to use something that's going to kind of give my face a glow. I'm going to use Almay's Face Brightener in Buff Afterglow. Looks just like this. And it has a little bit of color to it, so you could totally just use this and get away with it. Looks just like that. So I'm just going to take a little bit of that in my fingers, and I'm just going to put this mostly in my T-zone. So on the forehead, down the nose, and on the chin. And then bring out to your cheeks. Just make sure this really blended well. Okay, so once that is on, you have a couple choices. You can just go ahead and leave it like this, which I think is perfect for like if you're going to the beach or the pool or something. I don't know if you can really see the glow it put on my face because of the lights, but it looks pretty well just by itself. Or you can put concealer, leave it, or you can go ahead and put your tinted moisturizer on, which is what I'm going to do. Now I have two different favorite tinted moisturizers, and one is from Urban Decay, and it's in the color Halo. And then it's the Garnier BB cream. So I don't really know which one I'm going to use right now, but I think I'll probably use the BB cream because I'm kind of obsessed with this thing right now. So I'm just going to take a little bit of that in my hands, and since we want that no makeup look, I'm just going to take it with my fingers, and the heat from your fingers is going to help it form to your face and really just make it even looking. So I'm going to start by patting it on my face. Sorry, my hair is driving me crazy. And then just start rubbing it in. The more you rub tinted moisturizer in, the less coverage you're going to have. So if you want a full coverage, just barely rub it in, but make sure it's well blended. And if you just want, make sure to go over your eyes as well. But if you want that kind of just barely no makeup coverage, then rub it in very well. Alright, and now I'm just going to use a little bit of concealer because I'm kind of obsessed with concealer and having like my under eye area kind of bright. So I'm just going to use a Neutrogena Healthy Skin Concealer. Looks just like this, and it's in the shade Fair 01. And I'm just going to put a little bit of this under my eyes to kind of get rid of any bags that I have, and on my eyelids. Just blend this out with your finger. You don't need to use any brushes for this. It's kind of unnecessary. Just make sure that's really well blended. I think the key thing is making sure your look is blended. I know I keep saying that, but that's what makes it look, you know, really, really good. So that's all the concealer I'm going to be using today. And just the basic, you go with your powder just to kind of mattify your face. I'm going to use a big powder brush, and this is L'Oreal's True Match powder in C2. So I'm just going to put this on places that I get normally shiny out, so on the chin, my nose, and then my forehead, the T-zone. And then you always want to, if you put concealer on your eyelids, you always want to lock that concealer in with some powder. Otherwise, it's going to crease. Now, here's something fun that I'm going to do. I started realizing I'm getting some freckles on my nose, and I love freckles. Some people hate them, but I love freckles. And some people just can't get them. So if you want to kind of fool some people, I'm going to show you how to get some freckles on your face. So you're going to take two brown eyeliners. One is a kind of a darker brown. This is from Sephora. It's chocolate. And then this is an eyebrow pencil. And this is from CoverGirl in soft brown. I use this for my eyebrows. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take this. I'm going to zoom in a little bit so you can see what I'm doing. Okay, so I'm going to take this and I'm just going to start dotting it where freckles would normally be. So like on your nose and then right here in the inner cheek area. But you don't want to put them in dots so it's like noticeable, because freckles are kind of sporadic. So just put them kind of a bunch of different places, not even, or, and we normally don't get freckles right here, so kind of stay away from that. Mostly on the center of the nose and then on the little cheeks right here. Okay, and then you take your like dark brown, I don't know if you can see this, but you're just gonna start dotting. If you get a little crazy, then don't worry, we'll fix it up later. Like that was a little too crazy. So you can see like these big dots with the dark brown stuff. What we're gonna do is we're gonna take your like ring finger, and then we're just gonna kind of blend it out with our finger, just by gently tapping on it. And it kind of gives it a softer look. Let me look in my mirror right here. Okay, I think I want more of this like light brown. You can do it fast if you want. I normally don't have to worry about doing this just because I get freckles, so I'm just showing you guys. If you want that kind of summer look, then you can do this. Alright, I'm gonna get closer so you can see, and I don't even know if you can see it this close, but it's pretty noticeable, and I think it's cute. It's youthful looking. So I'm gonna zoom back out, and the next thing we're gonna do is our eyebrows. And I'm just gonna use this pencil that we just used, and I'm just gonna fill my eyebrows in ever so lightly. So you can see my eyebrows are pretty light and kind of patchy looking. So I just like to fill them in a little bit. Especially with the natural look, you just want it to be really, really light. Kind of just wing it out at the end, not so harsh. But you do want some shape to your face. So doing your eyebrows is always probably one of the best things you can do to kind of give your face shape some extra oomph. You can also use powder, which is what I normally do, or I'll do them both. Just to kind of lock this in, I'll put some light brown powder on top of it, and that way it's going to last all day. Just going to do them really lightly, so you can barely tell that I did anything, but it just makes a big difference. So now I'm just going to curl my eyelashes. Sorry, I make really weird faces when I do my makeup. It's kind of funny. But the faces do help, I'm telling you. Okay, and to kind of give our eyes some shape and some dimension, I'm just going to take a fluffy brush, and I'm going to use this Cairo Go palette by Coastal Scents. And I'm going to get this really light brown color right here. This is a color I actually use for my eyebrows. I'm just going to take some of this and then just real carefully put it in the crease of our eye, just to kind of give it some dimension. You don't want it too much. Just go with a shade that's kind of like 2 shades darker than your skin tone. I don't know if you can tell. Like, I can already tell. Let me unplug this light. I think it's kind of making my face so bright you can't even see what's going on. I'm just going to keep applying that in the crease to make it look like there's a natural shadow there. Okay, This is optional, but I always like mascara, so I'm just going to use a wee little bit of mascara, and this is my favorite by Maybelline. It's the Colossal Volume Express. So I'm just going to do one coat of this stuff. I'm going to do it really, really lightly, just so it looks like our lashes are naturally dark. And then I'm not going to dip it back into the little tube. I'm just going to use what I have left on the brush for the other eye. Sorry, I had to look at the time. I have to go somewhere a little bit. Alright. And don't worry about putting them on the bottom, because you don't need to do that. Unless you really, really want to. But I'm not going to. Now, if you want some color to your face, you can add some blush. I'm just going to use a cream blush to be a bit more softer. And this is Dream Mousse Blush by, what is this? Maybelline. And this is in Soft Plum. I'm just going to take my finger and then gently dab it on my face. That's a tongue twister. Gently dab, gently dab. Well, I guess it's not after I say it. Okay, and then just on the other cheek. Alrighty, and now if you want to apply lip color you can, but I'm just going to use my Dermastore Lip Quench little lip smacker type thing. And I'm just going to apply this on my lips. It's a clear gloss, so it doesn't give much color, but it's supposed to make your lips look fuller, so that's a plus. Alrighty, so here it is, the no makeup look. If you don't really feel like stacking on bunches of makeup, or you kind of feel like being youthful again, then I recommend this look for you, because some days I just don't feel like wearing a whole bunch of makeup, but I still want to feel pretty. So this is just what I came up with, and I feel like I've been made up. Even though I didn't do much, I feel like I kind of pampered myself, but it's not going over the top. So I hope you guys enjoyed this look, and if you have any requests for videos, let me know, because I'm trying to figure out some videos I need to do or want to do. So yeah, let me know, because I'm kind of struggling over here trying to figure out what to make. But I hope you guys enjoy this, and let me know if you tried, and I'll see y'all in the next video.